Hi, you guys. Welcome back to Meaningful Motivations with Tracy Erickson. And of course, if you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Tracy Erickson, and this is going to be a pick-a-pile tarot reading. And this particular reading is going to be focused on love and relationships. I have already pre-shuffled these 3 piles, pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. And what I have here is 3 cards out of the Wisdom of the Oracle deck and 3 cards out of the Situations deck. And so take a moment now, take a look at these 3 piles and choose which one is drawing your attention to it. Pile number 1, pile number 2, or pile number 3. And I'll be sure to put timestamps for each reading in the description box under this video, as well as in the comment section down below for your convenience. So let's go ahead and get started with pile number 1. Hello to all of you who picked pile number 1. So I'm going to go ahead and start this relationships reading with the 3 situation cards that were already pre-shuffled for you. So first we have Lockdown. The second card is Soulmate. And the third card is Nightlife. But this one is also about taking a gamble or a risk. All right. Okay, so that's where we're going to start with this pile number 1. So let's go ahead and see what has already been shuffled for you from the Wisdom of the Oracle. This is the Higher Power card, the Y card, and Unfinished Symphony. All right, you guys. So it looks like with these cards to start this reading, the general energy of the particular love situation or relationship that I'm getting here out of this reading is that basically someone's been really thinking about someone who they think is a soulmate. They've been asking why a lot, maybe why they're seeing certain synchronicities or feeling certain ways or thinking certain thoughts even, right? So as far as the mental prison or lockdown is concerned, I think that this is all about someone just thinking a lot about somebody who is a romantic partner or even just a friend. But the lockdown is right under the Higher Power card. So in order to free yourself from this mental prison, you should seek, a connection with your inner source. So that's what the Higher Power card's all about. The key to unlocking your mind, because see, there is a key. But the key is to seek a higher power and to not focus so much on the lower desires, and maybe to keep yourself grounded in what is really going on and taking place so that you can understand your real power in this whole situation. But then with this Unfinished Symphony card right above the gamble, take a risk card, I see that there is this desire to go against the grain in this situation in some way because you feel like something is unfinished. Maybe you haven't expressed yourself the way that you wanted to actually express yourself in a particular situation when it comes to this soulmate, someone who is a friend or a romantic partner of yours, whether from, your present moment or in the past. So, all right, let's go ahead and, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the Rider-Waite deck now. And I'm just going to pull a few cards for clarity on this reading for you guys who picked pile number 1. Okay. And we have the World card. I definitely see that this is something that is probably part of your actual, predestined fate, right? And we have the Temperance card. I feel like this whole thing that you've been experiencing in your thinking when it comes to a particular person is that it's bringing you to a state of balance. And that state of balance is achieved through this sadness, through this loss of this person, right? So I feel like through the loss of this person, you will gain a state of balance, inner balance, and you should be able, because of like asking why you have this particular connection and why you're feeling the way you're feeling, is going to lead you to your higher power. That's going to lead you to this state of balance. And as you can see, it's like all of these spirit guides and guardians are protecting this situation as well. So I just feel like even if this is someone who is not in your life that this reading is connecting with, if it's someone who was maybe in your life at one time but is no longer in your life, this is all actually something that's leading to this state of balance based on what you can learn through seeking here. Okay, you guys, I'm going to pull one of my music cards in regards to this relationship and see how it resonates with this situation. So I'm just going to shuffle these a few times. And the song we have is Just the Way You Are. So I feel like this person, the vibe I'm kind of picking up there is that this person that you've been thinking about may not even know that you're thinking about them, because in that song it's like talking about being beautiful but not even knowing it, right? So I feel like you really admire this person, but they don't even know that you do. Or, well, again, there's an unfinished symphony here. And that unfinished symphony is also aligned with this, sense of loss, with this sense of grieving over something lost. So yeah, I just feel like there's this vibe of not being able to move on, basically because you feel like something has been left unsaid. But you do feel like this strong connection, because with the soulmate card, we have why, and it's all lined up with the Temperance. I just feel like this is some type of karmic situation where it was something you were meant to experience so that you can then use that experience to find yourself. Okay, pile number 1, I hope this reading resonates with you and gives you a little advice when it comes to this love relationship that's been on your mind recently. And let me know in the comments section down below if this resonates, and be sure to click that like button for me as well if you are still here. Thank you guys so much for watching and spending your time with me. And now it's time to move on to pile number 2. Hello to all of you who picked pile number 2. So in this love and relationship reading, we're going to start with these pre-shuffled cards for you. And then we'll kind of get some clarity using the Rider-Waite tarot deck. So let's go ahead and start with these 3 situations cards. So first we have single, current status available. Next, legal, court, paperwork filed. And finally, we have the desire card. All right. Let's see what the other deck had for you guys before expanding on that. All right. So we have by the book. And we have to be fair. That's right. By the legal, of course. And to the sea. Okay. All right. So if you chose pile number 2, it is possible that you're kind of on the verge of becoming single, maybe through like a divorce or something because of this court card, right? But you do have, like, you feel like you have a desire to have a relationship, but maybe one that is less intimate as far as, being 100% like monogamous, so to speak. I feel like, because by the book, to be fair, and then to the sea, I feel like something broke down when it came to the past and basically following the way things were supposed to progress, right? So now, to set the things straight and to balance things out, it's time to be, coming into yourself right now. Now, if you chose pile number 2 and you are not single, then it is possible that maybe you need to pick a different pile. Because I do feel like, even if you're not single, you could be kind of headed towards being single, because again, we have the legal and to be fair lined up perfectly here, which to me is kind of indicating like a situation where things are breaking up, or it feels like things are breaking up, or even that you have this desire to be alone, to make yourself separate from a relationship at this time. But there is that desire card as well. So I feel like deep down, you do have a desire for a relationship, and it's just not panning out with what's currently taking place. All right, pile number 2. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the Rider-Waite deck now, and we're going to go ahead and get a little clarity on this reading for all of you. All right, we have the Moon card. I do feel like with that Desire card on one side and Single on the other, and now with the Moon, that this whole breaking up of what was taking place is a result of something coming to light that was once hidden in the darkness. Possibly some type of affair or something like that. We also have the Eight of Wands reversed. I do feel like whatever legal actions are taking place, or whatever this balancing out is, whether you're just kind of like breaking things up, or you're trying to maybe mediate between what needs to take place coming into the future, I just feel like it's feeling like it's taking a long time, or longer than you thought or wanted it to take. And finally, we have the Four of Pentacles, and that's right over here by the Lust Desire card. So again, I just feel like there's also this, as things are moving into being, alone and assessing the situation and taking control back, trying to gain a new direction, a new perspective. As you're aligning with that, it's also kind of like this sense of greed that's taking place. Because with this Four of Pentacles under this Desire card, if it was not an affair or something along those lines, I do feel like there's this push and pull taking place now in the breaking up of this that's causing this sense of greed, right? Like, I don't want to let go. It could be money, fighting over the assets of the relationship, or it could literally be, I don't want to let go of this thing that we've created here. I don't want to let go of this relationship, but the reason might be based on some type of lust or desire. Because the truth is that to balance things out, it's time for you to take control of your own life, gain a new perspective and a new direction, if that resonates with you. All right, pile number 2, I am going to go ahead and shuffle the music cards, and I'm just going to see if a song comes out that resonates well with this reading for you. I'm going to give these a few shuffles. Okay, pile number 2. I'm so tired by the Beatles. So, I feel like your mind has really been focused on what's been taking place, and like a lot of the desire could also be based on, thinking about somebody that you want to connect with on that level. And so the I'm so tired card, you could also be tired. You know what? You could also be just tired of being single. Some of you out there. But in general, this I'm so tired, I just feel like something's been consuming you so much that it's been hard to focus. It's been hard to think straight. You can't sleep. You can't eat. You just have to go have another cigarette. So it's that kind of energy, like the song. So I just feel like we need to pull some cards for advice for this reading. So this is unlike the first reading. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the Psychic Tarot for the heart so that I can end this on a positive note for you with some advice on, as you move forward through this kind of difficult situation when it comes to love. All right, one more shuffle. I'm going to pull 3 of these as your final advice, pile number 2. All right, first we have sacral chakra. Second was take the lead. And finally, detach. So it's like, look at this, you guys. So what these 3 cards are asking you as far as advice is concerned when it comes to this relationship or this love situation is to take control, first of all, of your sexual desires, because you do not want to be focused on something that isn't helping you through this situation, right? So I feel like one part of the sacral chakra here is telling you to take control of your sexual feelings, because it's also next to the take the lead card as well. But I feel like if you can control your sexual urges and desires here, and your focus maybe even on that, just take the lead and use that energy to create this new perspective or new direction in your life. Because this last card for advice is telling you to detach. It's a time to go inward, to detach from the situation that was taking your attention, like the song. So detach from all this so that you can then use your creative energy in a more productive and useful way to lead you into a better future. Just start by detaching. All right, pile number 2. I hope this reading resonates with you and it was able to help you a little bit. Be sure to click the like button down below and leave me a comment in the comment section if you feel compelled. Thank you guys so much for being here and spending your time with me. And now it's time to move on to pile number 3. Hello to all of you who picked pile number 3. So we already have some pre-shuffled cards. We have 3 of the Wisdom of the Oracle. And we'll start with these 3 situations cards. All right, pile number 3, we have come together, reconciliation, spiritual union, soul contract. Next, we have interview, talk, conversation, get on the same page. And finally, karmic, third party, relationship or lesson. All right, you guys. So I do feel like this could be something that was once a thing and is now not. Maybe there's this desire to come together, to come back together, to at least talk something over and learn something from a particular situation. So whether this is like a friendship, family member, or even a past lover, this relationship is like, I feel like it's mendable because there's a reconciliation that can take place. And with that spiritual union and soul contract, I just feel like this is an important relationship to you in one way or another. So we have blessed, see, and that's that's placed right above the come together card. It really is a special relationship in your life. Something worth reconciliation. We have a leg up, and that goes right above the interview card. So I feel like it's definitely going to be helpful if you guys can talk about something, some certain situation between this relationship. And then karmic, we have higher power. So I do feel like this is definitely something that this relationship, if you picked pile number 3, the relationship that's been on your mind at least is something that was divinely orchestrated. It was a karmic relationship, something that was literally meant to teach you something. So it's going to be very important to try to understand what it is, what it is that the good basically that can come out of this relationship for you in one way or another, whether there is a reconciliation or not. I just feel like there's definitely something to learn, because karma is all about a lesson. Karma is not good or bad. It just is. And sometimes we actually have people in our lives that were meant to show up just to teach us something. And this is similar to another one of the readings too. So maybe you guys are like watching all 3. I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the Rider-Waite deck now a few times so that we can go ahead and get a little clarity on pile number 3. All right, and before I flip the 3 cards here, I just had this thought as well as I was gazing at these cards, that this particular relationship could also be a relationship that you're currently in, not someone that's just like kind of on the outside or maybe even in your thoughts. This is someone that you have a loving, good relationship with, but there's just something that there's some way that you guys can help each other by getting on the same page in a certain situation, if that makes sense. All right, so we have the Page of Cups, and we have the Temperance card, and finally, we have the 8 of Swords, and that one is reversed. So look at that. You guys, I feel like at this present time, even though like you feel like you've been blessed to come together with this person at one time or another, whether it's now or in the past or whatever, I feel like there's still this sense of feeling a little bit immature when it comes to the emotions. So it could be that you guys need to just have a nice, strong conversation about how you truly feel about one another. That's going to give you a leg up and put you guys in a new level of awareness towards each other, and also bring this new balance into the relationship, and can also, just the sense of balance that can come from that can literally lead to so much more. And then over here, with this 8 of Swords being reversed, I do see that as you seek a higher power in this situation, as you seek the lesson, the karma from this situation, you're going to be able to take down these mental walls that you've built up around yourself. I feel like mentally you've been binding yourself in some way to a particular way of being, and it's almost like making a mental prison. But as you can you basically are changing that, because this card is reversed. So as you are aligning with spirit and basically the deeper meaning behind this relationship, that is going to be unlocking this new potential in your thinking when it comes to this relationship. And it's also going to help with the balance here as well. I also just had this, I just heard that the emotional kind of immaturity stems from this mental wall you had up as well. So as you tear down this mental wall, you're actually growing with deeper emotions. And you're literally blessed for having this person. Wow, you guys. Okay, I'm going to shuffle the music cards now and see what song comes out for you in this relationship. All right, your song is Imagine by John Lennon. So this is like imagining this beautiful world where everyone just gets along. You're all blessed. You know, you're all just living life exactly how you want to live it with no judgment or pushback from other people. I feel like that's what this conversation should be about. What you guys imagine your future would look like. And I think that is going to lead to this new sense of balance, this, growing emotional maturity, and the breaking of these mental walls. So share with each other what it is that you imagine your love to be. All right, pile number 3. I hope this reading resonates with you. And be sure to click that like button for this video. And if you feel compelled, leave me a comment in the comment section down below if this reading resonates with you. Thank you guys so much for being here and spending your time with me. I love you. And I'll see you next time. Bye.